Today we're gonna focus on balanced work. I haven't seen your face in so long. Thanks for being here. How are you? Good. Thanks for joining. Today we're gonna work on balanced engagement around the core. So we'll move through a well-rounded flow and we'll weave, it'll kind of smolder, like we're gonna fold in the core work as we go. It might feel like it starts slow, but you'll notice you'll get pretty sweaty by the end of this practice. It's a little spicy, but it sneaks in there with like a slow burn. For props, if you have blocks, grab 2 or 3. If you have 3, I don't expect that everyone has 3 though. And then grab a strap. You'll want a long one. Hey Jenny, Francine, welcome. Yay, well good morning. And there's Mike. Amazing crew today. Awesome, thanks for practicing with me. So if you're just joining, today we're working on balanced engagement around the core, and this will give you a feeling of stability throughout whatever you're doing with the rest of your day. And for props, you're gonna grab 2 or 3 if you have them, blocks and a strap, and then come and meet me on your mat. We're actually gonna start standing today. I rarely ever do, but today's the day. Pardon me while I polish my little camera with a yoga eye pillow. I think it'll be a little crisper. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, my friends. So once you've got your props, come and meet me at the top of your mat, and stand with your feet about hips width apart. Okay. And then as you inhale, here I'll face you. You can face wherever is good. As you inhale, bend your knees a little bit and just reach your arms up over your head. Feel your front of your spine. Stretch. And then as you exhale, bring your hands like right in front of your chest. And again, bend your knees and from your center, press your palms out. And then let your arms drop at the bottom of the exhale. Let's do that again. So inhale. From your center. Breathe out from your center. Again. Open the front of your spine. Press out through your palms. One more time. Just coordinating that breath and movement and light engagement of your core. Good. And then bring your arms down. Swing them up. Stay here. Put a slight bend in your knees. Just a little bend so they're soft. And I want you to lift all 10 toes. In fact, if you want to look down at them, that might help. Lift all 10 toes up so that the balls of your feet push down into the mat even more. The arches scoop up. And then lower your big toe and your baby toe. Keep the middle 3 toes, if at all possible, the middle 3. It's like little alien toes peeling away from the mat so the arch of the foot lifts. And this begins the activation of the pelvic floor up towards the roof of your mouth. Now take a huge breath in, reach up a little taller. And as you exhale, can you swan dive in super slow-mo? Swan dive forward, and you'll lower those middle 3 toes. Drop your head. Yeah, and then park your fingertips, not your palms, a few inches out in front of your feet. Shake out your head. Let your belly rest on your thighs. Take a full breath in. And out. Okay. As you inhale, slide your fingertips right in front of your toes, grip down and lengthen the front of the spine forward. Look forward. You're gonna bend or straight knees. And then as you exhale, fold and drape over your legs. Let's do that again with a twist. So inhale, half lift. Keep your left hand where it is. Exhale, slide your right fingertips forward, bend your left knee and twist as you fold. So feel like you can drape into this twist. Look to the right wall under your right armpit. And then inhale, slide your right hand back in, grip the mat, lengthen from pelvic floor to roof of mouth. And nice, exhale, left hand slides forward, right knee bends. You're gonna fold and just drape easy into that twist left. Good, and then bring your hands back to the center. Perch up on your fingertips, bring them about 5-6 inches in front of your feet. And left knee can be bent or straight. You're gonna reach your right leg back, kind of like warrior 3. So left knee can be bent or straight. Reach out to the ball of your right foot. Reach your breastbone forward. Brighten up the shape a little, yeah. And as you exhale, slowly lower your right foot your right knee. Inhale your arms down around and up, low lunge. And breathe. Yes, you'll have your left foot forward, you got it. Couple more. Now, on your next exhale, bring your fingertips down, and I suggest blocks if your hamstrings need it at all. You'll see why in a moment. Straighten your legs, Parsvottanasana, with your fingertips tented. So I want you to keep your elbows nice and straight for this Parsvottanasana. Press into your feet and nudge your bottom ribs forward across the room. Half lift. Now, as you nudge your ribs forward, nudge your outer left hip back. Yeah, and exhale, drape. Now your elbows can bend a moment here, just a moment. And then straighten them again in the rounded shape. Straighten your elbows. Firm down from your shoulder girdle to your fingertips. And then can you flex your left foot? Maybe the answer is yes, maybe it's no. Give it a try. Can you float your left foot off of the ground a couple inches, feeling your core for 3, 2, 1. And then step your left foot back to down dog. From your fingertips, come onto your palms and adjust your feet. Down dog. And then find your breath if in all the detail you lost it. Stay and breathe. Feel it all. Press into your palms and hug them into the middle. And press into your feet. And hug them in as well to the middle. And then press the 2 hands forward and the 2 feet back, pushing away from one another. And then last but not least, bring your ears forward in line with your biceps and feel your whole chest say, ah, thank you. Okay, lift your heels and lower them towards the right. And then bend your knees a little bit, pop your right heel way up high, look forward, your chest looks forward too, and you're gonna pop your booty back a little bit. So your right foot, you're popping the heel, your left foot is planted firmly, you're pushing into it. Look between your thumbs or to the wall in front of you. Push off the ball of your right foot, come into a rounded plank. Yeah, there's a springiness to it. And then back into down dog. Pick up your heels, turn them to the left. Now, pop your left heel, pop your bum back, look forward, chest forward, push into your palms. Your whole right foot plants, and your left heel lifts as high as you can get it. And then you're gonna feel that you can kind of spring off the ball of your left foot into a rounded plank. It has a little explosive, feeling to it. Hold this rounded plank like cat tilt. So drop your head, scoop your tailbone, puff up your back ribs like a puffer fish for 3, 2, 1. And then slowly, like slow-mo, like the swan dive we did, melt your knees to the ground as you arch your spine into cow tilt. And then from cow tilt, point your toes back. Lower your chest between your thumbs in cow tilt. And then push right back up. So push-ups in cow tilt, which is really Ashtangasana, the knees, chest, chin pose. For 3, 2, touch your chest right between your thumbs. Go forward with your shoulders a little more as you lower. 1. And then from here, float your chest 3 inches off the ground, hold. You're gonna scoop your tailbone like cat tilt and firm your glutes. Look back towards your thighs and roll from your knees to your hips until you're in cobra. It can be baby cobra, middle cobra, high cobra. Good. And then from here, can you lift your legs and flex your feet and lift your palms. Lift your thighs from the upper inner leg. Yeah. Morning, Anne, yay. She's back. Okay, bring your toes tucked under onto the mat. Press into your palms. Upward facing dog with tucked toes. Push into the palms. Slide the bottom ribs forward. Take 1 more breath. And then down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale your right leg up. Pause to square your hips. So, tack your outer left hip up and back. Deep breath in. Exhale, hug it in, knee to chest. Step your right foot near your right thumbnail. Tent up onto your left fingertips and start to twist towards the right. Bend your right elbow, open and stack your elbows. And then straighten your arm. Look with your left eye at your right thumb tip. Brighten your left thigh, your left quad, and your low belly. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, circle your right arm forwards, all the way down to the ground. Now, pause, slide your right foot back or slide your hands about 6 inches in front of your right foot. You're gonna spring back into warrior 3 with your hands on the ground. And then reach the ball of your left foot back and your breastbone forwards. That's right. Take a deep breath in, lengthen, brighten, expand. Exhale, left foot lowers alongside the right and fold. Inhale, half lift, but sweep your arms back like diver's pose. So your triceps firm. Exhale, hands to your hips. Root down from pelvic girdle to feet and rise, lengthen and lift your rib bones up. Lower your arms, inhale them up. Put a soft bend in your knees. Lift all 10 toes. Feel like a flare shooting up from the arch of the foot through the inner core body, the bandhas. Now lower the big toe, lower the baby toe. Keep the 3 middle toes like little alien toes, lifting up above. And then slowly as you exhale, swan dive forward in super slow-mo, and you can lower your toes, the slowest swan ever. Inhale, half lift. Bring your fingertips out in front of your feet. Lengthen from your pelvic floor to the roof of your mouth. So fingertips on the ground. Exhale, fold. Now that with a twist. So inhale, half lift. And as you exhale, let's slide the left fingertips forward and bend the right knee and peek under the left. So you fold as you twist. Tumble into the twist. Right knee bent, left, yeah, that's it, make left arm slides forward. And then inhale, fingertips in front of toes and lengthen. And then exhale, slide your right fingertips forward and bend your left knee. Tumble into the twist. Pour yourself into it. And then inhale, half lift. And this time stay and kind of walk your fingers a little further forward. Your right knee can be bent or straight. Left leg back like warrior 3. Left foot this time. Brighten the shape from the ball of your left foot to the breastbone. Yeah, nice, Katie. That's it, Jenny. Walk your fingertips slightly further forward and then feel that you can lengthen the abdomen. You can even put blocks under your hands, anyone. Next, exhale, we're gonna slowly set the left foot back, melt the left knee down, and inhale, circle your arms around and up into your low lunge. And then breathe into the spine, the fascia across the front body, the lungs. Expanding, the heart center opening. One more. Parsvottanasana, so blocks if you need them, fingertips to the ground, elbows straight. Inhale, nudge your bottom ribs forward, look across your mat, and pull your right outer hip back. So that's a little bit of core to adjust yourself, right? And then exhale and fold, your elbows can bend if they bend, they might not. And then firm up your arms again, straighten your elbows. Press down, so like Spider-Man sending a web down into the ground. From your shoulder girdle to your fingertips. Your core starts to fire up, do you feel? And that's how you could imagine floating your right foot. Maybe you flex it, maybe it stays on the ground, but you just put less weight in it, or maybe you pick it up. But don't pick it up and move it back, that's not your core. You gotta keep it right on the spot and pick it up. Can I see? For 3. Can anyone pick it up? I know, 2. No, maybe not. No, I'm getting some thumbs down. We'll look at this. Okay, 1, but we'll keep flowing for now. Okay, good. And then back into downward facing dog. All good. And then lower your palms. Maybe things will lift when you warm up, but also I think it's the coordination of this. It's called compression core. We'll talk about it a bit more later. And then hold your down dog here. Plug into your hands and your feet. Slow down your breath and feel it all. Let your breath become super slow and smooth and steady. Last, bring your head forward so your ears and biceps are more in line. Feel your chest expand. Come up high on your tiptoes. Turn your heels to the left. Pop your left heel, booty back, chest forward. And then spring from the ball of your left foot into a rounded plank. Back to down dog. Heels up high. I know we're thinking a little quicker now. Good morning. Heels to the right. Pop your right heel up. Bend your knees, look forward. And then spring on the ball of your right foot into a rounded plank and hold for 3, 2, 1. And then cowtail with your knees hovering 2 inches off the ground, like a bear crawl. And then cat tilt in plank. Puffer fish your back ribs, drop your head, see your toes. And then cow tilt with your knees floating 2 inches off the ground. Feel your core. And then cat tilt, puffer fish your back. And last time, lower your knees, float them. Lower them all the way down. Cow tilt. Lower the chest and the chin. Point your toes. Float your chest 3 inches off the ground. Scoop your tailbone from your glutes. Look back and ripple forward into cobra. And then lift your legs and your palms. Flex your feet. And you lift your thighs. Lift one more pair of ribs. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, and then up dog with tuck toes. Glide your bottom ribs forward, widen your collarbones, push your palms down and press your shoulders down. Down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Square your hips, exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hug it into your chest. Step your left foot right inside your thumb, left thumb. And then tent up onto your right fingertips and start to twist to the left as you peel your left arm. Up. See your left thumbnail with your right eyeball. You could even close your left eye like you have a patch over it. Can you move around enough to see the thumbnail with your right eye? And as you exhale, you're gonna stir the arm forward, ground the fingertips. You can either slide your left foot back a little bit or hands forward, spring forward into warrior 3 with hands down. Brighten the shape, inhale, expanding, lengthening. And then exhale, lower your right foot and fold. As you inhale, it's like half lift, but your arms go back. Exhale, hands to your hips. Firm down from your pelvic girdle to your feet and expand your rib cage up. Good, and then circle your arms up over your head, find a soft bend in your knees. Lift all 10 toes. Ground your big toe. Ground your baby toe. Can you lift the middle 3 a little better now? Is one side easier than the other? As you exhale, slowest swan. Slowest swan. The toes lengthen and lower forward as well. Okay, good. Come onto your fingertips. Let's look at the forward fold a little bit. This is part of the key to the puzzle of floating the foot in Parsvottanasana. So, fingertips in front of your feet a few inches, maybe 6 inches. The back bend of the forward fold. So push into your feet, knees bent or straight. And I want you to look forward far enough that you feel your back muscles squeeze. Like if you're here and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just lifting my head, I want you to lift up a little more. Do you feel your back squeeze like a back bend? Do you hollow out the back? That's the back bend of the fold, a very important stage. It gets us into our hip hinge. The next stage of our fold is just folding, just draping, just finding ease, the true hang. Let your head hang. This is where I see most people stop. Everything is just hanging, the arms are like cooked spaghetti, the head is nice and easy. This is good, this is very important. But the last phase is where you find your compression core. So what we do is the bottom of the exhale, press as much breath out as you can, and use your abdomen to pull yourself in like you're reaching for someone behind you, but not with your arms, with your core. So you can try it with your arms, and try to bring this and this closer, thighs and belly, and then you can try it with your hands just right where they are. Can I see? You do. Makes sense? Yes? Okay, good. Okay, cool. So that's your compression core. It's like when you pack your clothes for the winter and you put them in one of those little packing cubes and you suck all the air out of it, and you can fit so many more sweaters and things in there, right? So same with your body. As you press all the breath out, you're gonna be able to do a lot more on your mat, like handstands and floating the foot and all these kind of arm balances and presses and things like that. Okay, so let's carry on. Bring your fingertips out in front of your feet. And again, inhale, half lift. And then as you exhale, you're gonna twist to the right, bend your left knee, slide your right hand forward. Now stay here. Flip your left fingertips towards the back of your mat and walk them inside of your left foot towards the back of your mat. Walk your hands far away, twist a little further. Take another breath. Hug your shoulder with your left knee, press your shoulder out into your left knee. Come back to the center, fingertips to the mat, inhale, half lift. And exhale, left fingertips slide forward, right knee bends. Flip your right fingers around and walk it inside of your right foot towards the back of your mat. Yeah, and then twist. Lean your shoulder into your knee, hug your knee into your shoulder, and take another breath. When we learn to exhale well, every breath becomes a bit of core work. Come back to the center, that full tidal breath, that complete cycle. Inhale, half lift, and then this time hands a little further out, right leg back. Lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, melt your right knee down. One breath, inhale, arms up, low lunge. As you exhale, fingertips down, straighten your knees, grab your blocks if you need them, Parsvottanasana. Now inhale, rise to your fingertips, press down and pull your fingers isometrically back, look forward. The back bend of the forward fold. Do you feel your back squeeze and become concave? Now exhale and drape, find the true hang. Let it all go, let your neck relax. Very important, let go, let go. And then root from your shoulder girdle to your fingertips and try to float your left foot by pulling your thigh and your belly. And close that for 3, 2. Even if you have your foot on the ground and you're kind of pushing less weight through it. 1. Down dog, step it back. Plant your palms, adjust your feet. Take just one breath. Open through the chest. Lift your heels, spin your heels to the right, your toes to the left. Pop your right heel up, booty back, look forwards. And then round into plank, push off the ball of your right foot. Yeah, and then down dog, I'm gonna look at what Mike just wrote. And lift your heels, spin them to the left. I know, he just wrote, it took me 9 years to learn how to forward fold. You know, now I threw something else into it. Look forward, booty back, left heel up. And then push off the ball of the foot and hold this rounded plank. And then from here, slowly lower your knees to hover, cow tilt. I think this next part will come quicker for you, Mike. Exhale, rounded cat tilt plank. Inhale, float your knees, open your heart. Exhale, round. One more on your own. And in truth, like no joke, I really do think it'll come quicker, but I think when we get to a certain place in our practice, we kind of intuitively do some things already, but once we understand why, we can like just emphasize them more, and it can be a game changer. like making it a little more concrete. Okay, lower your knees, cow tilt. Lower chest and chin. Hover your chest a few inches up. Point your toes and tuck your tailbone and roll into cobra. And then lift your thighs and your palms. And now think of your back as part of your core. So like, can you squeeze your back a little more? Like sit-ups for your back. Up you go. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Take a slow inhale. Slow exhale. Come back into up dog with your toes tucked under. So skip the chaturanga, up dog you go. Push the floor away so you're really in your shoulder girdle so that you can float your right foot and point your right toes. You have to push into your hands or things will kind of quake in the hips. Do you feel? Now take another breath. Hug your knee to your nose plank. Up dog, float your right foot. Knee to nose. Last one, up dog, float your right foot. Knee to nose, step it through. Tent up onto your left fingertips. Twist, right arm up. Circle your right arm forwards. Plant your fingertips in front of you. Slide your right foot back a little. Warrior 3, left leg springs. And exhale, fold. Left foot by right, awesome. Okay, inhale, half lift with diver pose arms, triceps firm. Exhale, hands to your hips. Press from your pelvic girdle to the soles of your feet as you lift. Inhale, circle your arms. Soft bend in your knees. Lift your 10 toes, now ground big toe and baby toe. Slowest swan. Good. Inhale, fingertips in front of your toes, half lift. Find the back bend of your forward fold. Exhale, hang. Press all the breath out and use your stomach muscles to pull your abdomen to your thighs. All the breath, as much as you physically can, out. Inhale again, half lift. And exhale, bend your right knee, slide your left hand forward, twist. Right fingertips spin back. Slide your right hand inside of your right foot. Lean your shoulder into your knee and embrace your knee with your shoulder. Look up towards the ceiling under that left armpit. Go for it. Switch. Fingertips in front of feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your left knee, right hand slides forward. Left fingers point back. Left hand draws back. Lean your shoulder into your left knee and embrace your left shoulder with your left inner knee. Now you're going to look not just at the wall, but start to look up the wall, into the crease of the wall and the ceiling. Getting twisty as the core gets free and active and warm. It mobilizes the spine in all directions. Come back to the center, fingertips in front of your toes. Inhale, half lift and stay. Left foot back like warrior 3. Inhale, brighten the shape. Exhale, left foot back. Draw your left knee down. One breath. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, fingertips to the ground or the blocks. Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Pull your outer right hip back. Look forward. Exhale, drape. Press as much breath out as you can. Press from shoulder girdle to fingertips, and can you float your right foot up? 3, 2, push into the ground. 1, right foot back, down dog. Just one breath, adjust your hands and feet. Feel it all. Soaking, ringing, clearing. Lift your heels, turn your heels to the left, pop your left heel, look forwards. Pounce forward into rounded plank. Down dog. Lift your heels, spin them right, pop your right heel, booty back, chest forward. Spring forward into rounded plank. Nice, Francine. Cow tilt, hover your knees. Inhale. Cat plank. Drop your head, see your toes. Cow, bear crawl, cow. Hover your knees. Cat plank. One more time, lower them all the way. Knees, chest, chin. Point your toes, float your chest 3 inches up. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes, and roll forward into cobra. Float your thighs, float your hands. Brighten up your back body. Tuck your toes, plant your hands, up dog. Down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come right into up dog with your toes tucked, no chaturanga. Now feel that you can kind of hang out and your thighs will drop and your shoulders will lift, or you can push. The push is what you need to enliven the space between your chest and your pelvis, and then float your left foot. Balanced core without letting one hip drop. Good, hug the knee to the nose. Reach it back. Hug it in. Nice, Joanne. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Step it through. Right fingertips to the ground. Peel your left arm open and twist. Exhale, swipe your left arm forward, all the way down. You can slide your foot back a little. Warrior 3, right leg up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift with diver pose arms. Wrap your hands around your hips, push down from pelvic girdle to feet, and rise. All right, a little different. Inhale your arms up. Utkatasana. Bring your palms to your knees. Tuck your tailbone like cat tilt. Carve your tailbone under, and really it's almost like you get 50 pounds heavier in the lower part of your body. Direct energy down from your pelvic girdle to your feet. So really stamp into your feet, firm your glutes, feel like you can get incredibly grounded in this shape. Push into the mat with your feet. And then from this cat tilt, we're gonna reach the arms back up overhead. We're gonna undulate forward, so pubic bone, navel, chest, as the arms slowly drift up. Little wave of the spine. Pubic bone forward, navel forward, chest forward, arms up. And then Utkatasana, belly to thighs, diver arms. Scoop out your back like cobra. Hands to your knees. Round, scoop the tailbone, firm your glutes. Push into the mat with the soles of your feet like you get heavy. You're not gonna go anywhere, even if a big wave came. And then undulate up, pubic bone, navel, chest, the arms come up overhead. Utkatasana with diver arms. So we're just freeing the spine. It's like a little undulation. 3 more, hands to knees. Just kind of make it your own. Sometimes we figure it out by going slower or quicker. 3 more, in, out. Let it be more energetic. Don't get too fussy about what it looks like. Breathing up the front of the spine. Diver pose, cat tilt. Yeah, 2 more. Good, and then next time your knees and hands connect, stay. And this time you're gonna rise up, arms up overhead, and stand. Pop your right heel up and bend your knees, both of them. And then from here, kind of like we did at the beginning, we're gonna bring the hands in front of the belly and push them forward as we lift the right knee. From your center. Yeah. And then flex your right foot. Enliven your foot. Your foot is a mirror of what's going on in your hips, pelvic floor, and core. So the tendency is to drop the outer foot and to weaken the arch. We want to do the exact opposite. Press into the big toe mounted ball of your right foot and flare your baby toes out and up. And feel how that enlivens the whole pelvic basin. balanced core. Now notice if your tailbone is tucking under, if this knee is bending. Can you find a neutral pelvis and brighten up your left thigh? Yeah, good. Bend your knees, hands to knees, around your spine. On your inhale, again, arms up. Pop your left heel up, bend both knees. And then it's kind of like a Tai Chi move, right? Yeah. Flare the baby toe up and lighten the big toe mound of the foot. We'll see why this is important a little later. Big toe mound. I see it. Good, even for the zoom. Yes. Nice balanced hips, Lauren. Now, what about that right leg? Can we firm the thigh, untuck the tail, move the tip of the sacrum back to the wall behind you if it's forward a little. Back. Okay, hands to knees, both knees bend. Round your spine. Let's add on. Inhale, arms up, pop your right heel, bend your knees. This time, as your arms go out, you're actually going to straighten your right knee if that's possible. So if not, keep it bent. Now you have even more work, strengthening your hip flexors and your low core. Press out to the big toe mound, flare the baby toes back. Straighten the left knee, untuck the tailbone. Arms up to the sky, right foot floats 1 millimeter off the mat. So it's like you're in Tadasana, but your right foot does not touch. Think handstand on the ceiling. So I don't know if you can see in the Zoom screen, but my hands are like this. Handstanding the ceiling. The right foot is floating. As your palms press up, your front ribs draw down. So you don't end up here. Now reach to the ball of the right foot and straighten it back. Goal post your arms. Hover your right leg, reach through the ball of the foot. Warrior 3, slowly part your arms, dive your chest down. Brighten your heart forward. Good, Francine, lower your chest a hair. Nice, Mike, bend your left knee, warrior 1. Goalpost arms. Lift your chest, straighten your arms. Free your heart, lift it up. And then find the tailbone long, counter pull. Hands to the ground. Parsvottanasana, hands can be on blocks. Straighten your knees, pyramid stance. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Root down. Press from your shoulder girdle to your fingertips and float your left foot for 3, 2, 1, and then step it back. Down dog, walk your hands forward. 1 breath. We'll add to this part 2. So lift your heels, point them to the right, pop your right heel up, look forward, booty back. And then slowly make a goal post with your left arm. Lift it. You're gonna move your shoulders forward and float your right foot up. And you can lift your right knee up as high as you can, so this is all about the inner thighs. Or you can straighten your left arm overhead, straighten your right leg to the wall in front of you for 3, 2. Now our next position is plank, right knee to left elbow. 1, so plant your hand, plank, right knee to left elbow, right into it. Plank, right knee to right elbow. Yes, you all are awesome. Side plank on your left foot, left hand, peel your right arm into goal post. Lift your right knee up, 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 up. Stay here, or reach the right leg straight, right arm overhead for 3, 2. Amazing. 1, wild thing if you want it. Go back to down dog. Take a few breaths. We're gonna all meet back in down dog, so my wild things start to find your way back. 1 more breath. Roll forward into cat plank. And just once, lower your knees, cow tilt. Chest and chin, Ashtangasana. Point your toes, float your chest. Tuck your tailbone, firm your glutes, wave through your spine, cobra. Yeah, nice, kitty. And then float your legs and your hands. Lower your balls of your feet, up dog. Right away, lift your right leg up. Hug it in, knee to nose just once. Step it through. Inhale, twist, left fingertips to the ground, right arm up. And exhale, circle that right arm forward. Bring your hands in front of your foot. You can slide your foot back. Warrior 3, left leg up. Standing splits, lift your left leg higher and find the back bend of your forward fold. So can you look forward until your hamstrings and your back muscles squeeze. Yes, look forward, nice hand. And then exhale and fold. And then do that again. So inhale, expand your chest forward, look forward, lift your left leg higher. You're contracting the whole back. Yes, Crystal, beautiful. And then exhale and fold. And hold here. If you want to handstand, root into your palms and see if you can take some hops at the wall or in the middle of the room to find your way up towards that handstand. And it's kind of like you were doing earlier. So as your wrists flex back, your front ribs close if you're in a handstand. Yeah. And then we're going to meet in a fold when you're done with all that goodness. I know it's a slow burn, but it gets to you. Inhale, half lift. Sweep your arms back, like diver, and then hands to your pelvis. Stamp down through your feet. Rise to stand. Reach your arms up. Palms to knees, round your spine. As you inhale, arms up. Pop your left heel. Bend your knees. Palms out, left leg bent or straight and out in front of you. And then hold and strengthen. When I started doing yoga, I was always stretching my hip flexors. I thought this was the answer. I always had pain in my sacrum iliac joints, in my low back. And then one day I turned to these poses that I hated, that actually strengthened it, and it all went away. I felt great in my low back for the rest of years ahead. Knock on wood. Okay, lower your leg, lift your arms, float your foot, like handstand on the ceiling. Point your left leg back, gold post your arms. Dive into warrior 3. Yes! I know. Our legs might be a little shaky. This is the last standing flow, I promise. Warrior 1. Gold post your arms, open your chest. Arms up, heart high, hips low. Feel it all. Give yourself a little space to feel whatever you need to feel. One more. Fingertips down, Parsvottanasana. Adjust that stance about 3 feet apart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then root down from your shoulders to your fingertips. Float your right foot for 3. Is it happening? 2, 1. Yes, Joanne, it's happening. Down dog. Okay. Adjust your hands and feet for a breath. And then from your downward facing dog, lift your heels, spin them to the left, pop your left heel, look forwards. Round forward into cat plank. No, don't do that. Come back if you did. If you rounded, come back. Don't do that. Okay, goal post your right arm. We gotta do this side. Yeah. And then straighten your right knee, float your left leg. So your left leg, your bottom leg floats. And you can either stay here and lift your left leg way up high, or you can straighten your right arm and your left knee. 3, 2, on 1, it's plank, left knee, right elbow. 1. Left knee, left elbow. Outer edge of your right foot. Peel your left arm open into goal post. Stay here, or straighten the arm and the leg for 3, 2, either down dog or wild thing on 1. And take a couple of breaths. If you're in wild thing, come on back. Nice, Michelle. Yeah, back to down dog. Deep breath here. Plank, cat plank. Right away, lower your knees, cow tilt. Ashtangasana, the knees, chest, chin. That's it. Yeah, hug those elbows in. Point your toes, float your chest, scoop your tailbone, and ripple forward into cobra. Legs up, hands up, flex your feet, tuck your toes, up dog. Float your left leg, hug your knee to your nose. Step it through, tent your right palm, twist. And exhale, circle that left arm forward, around and down, warrior three, right leg up. Now standing split, so you grow a little taller from your belly, a little taller from your right thigh. Look forwards, yes. And then exhale, tip forward like a teeter-totter. Your head goes down, your right leg goes up. Again, inhale, rise to your fingertips, look forward. Yes, nice and nice, Crystal. That's it, Francie. Woo. And then fold. And you can hang here. You can plant your hands and take a few little hop hops towards a handstand at the wall or in the middle. Couple more breaths. All right. Good. Lower that leg. Awesome. And inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Let's stay here. Bring the feet hips width. Fingertips in front of your toes. Knees bent or straight. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, slide your right fingertips forward, bend your left knee, twist to the right. Spin your left fingertips back, and slide your hands away from one another. Now you can stay here. Yep. Now if you're here, I want you to get if you're on your forearm and your calf, I want you to get your hand back further to your shoulder and your knee. Do you feel the difference? Yeah. You can stay here or take a bind. Oh, that feels so good. I know. And then just let your head relax to the left, peel your right collarbone open, breathe. Left knee can be bent or you can straighten it. Two more. Can you stand evenly into the right foot and left foot? Can you turn your chest to the right? Yes, Lauren, beautiful. Release. Fingertips in front of your toes, knees bent or straight. Inhale, half lift, lengthen from your pelvic floor to the roof of your mouth. Exhale, bend your right knee. Slide your left fingers forward. Point your right fingers back and slide them back, 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 back. Look left. Get your shoulder to your knee to begin. If you're gonna bind, you don't wanna be at your forearm because that's gonna be a kind of compromised bind. You wanna get your shoulder to your knee, then bind. If you're binding, you don't have to. And peel your left collarbone open. Your right knee can stay bent, but notice is all the weight in your right foot. Can you steer some back to the left? Balanced core. Or straightening both. Let your head fall to the right as you peel your left collarbone wide. Yes, gorgeous. And then just let your breath wash right on in. That's it, might keep looking up under that armpit towards the upper part of the wall or the ceiling. Awesome, release it. Bring your feet together. Make sure there's a teensy bit of mat in front of you. Inhale, half lift with diver pose arms. Hands to your hips, stand. Now this time, feet all the way together. So if they're not already, bring them in so that they touch, like your big toes touch. Okay. Reach your arms up. And now we're gonna see why the big toe and ball of the foot is so connected to the inner core body. And as we age, we lose some of the strength and mobility in our feet. We're more prone to falls. So we're gonna find that connection from floor to core, from feet to pelvic floor. Press into your feet, lift high up onto your tiptoes. Now the tendency here, I'm going to face you so you can see, the tendency is to go like this. The ankles burst out to the sides. And this is weak sort of midline. So I want you to hug your ankles in like you're holding a little grain of a precious diamond between your ankles, and you don't want to drop it. So as you lift up, your inner thighs are squeezing, and you're swallowing up from your pelvic floor to the roof of your mouth. And you're enlivening your big toe mounts. This is exactly what you would do in a handstand. Floor to core. And you just find your midline and hold. It's a good test to rise up onto tiptoes, because everything that is stacking above, if it's a little off, you'll fall. Yes, solid, crystal gorgeous. It gives us so much respect for those ballet dancers on their tiptoes all the time. We really have to have impeccable stacking balance, vertical balance. One more breath. Stay high on your tiptoes. Bring your hands to your chest as you exhale. Stay high on your tiptoes. Start to squat down. As low as you can go, maybe bringing your elbows to your knees. For 3, 2, 1, take a seat. Bring your feet forward. If you don't have mat, scooch back a little. Reach your arms forward. And then carve your tailbone under and very slowly, bone by bone, roll down to the lower back. So you're going to feel your lower back like a little puddle into the mat. And then slowly, like someone's pulling your fingertips, bone by bone, come up. And then lift like someone's pulling your thumb tips. And shine your heart forward. And then arms forward, and vertebra by vertebra, you round. All the way down until your lower back puddles into the mat. I'm a puddle at this point. Puddle of sweat. And then come back up. And reach your arms up. Your heart forward. And last time, you're going to roll down. Yeah, nice chin. And you're going to hold here. And we're going to make a sound through the mouth like this, like you're playing a flute. You're going to purse your lips and blow out from your core as you pulse your shoulder blades up. Okay, so 10 of these. Ground your big toe mounts down. All about the big toe mound and the core today. Balanced core, 4 more, shows up first in the way we make contact through our feet to the floor. 2, 1. Oh my God, lower. Good. Bring your feet in, so they're very close so you can touch your heels. And first order of business, just chill out here for a couple of breaths. Simmer down. Let your spine fall into the support of the mat beneath you after all the vertical poses. It's like when you turn your paper portrait to landscape. Take a moment to take it in landscape mode. And then our next pose is bridge. So make 2 little fists with your hands. Stamp into your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades in, and roll up through your spine and your pelvis. Walk your upper arms and your shoulder blades in a little more. Straighten your arms, press into your palms, or interlace them. Stamp into your left foot, wiggle it to the midline a hair. Hug your right knee in to your chest and reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Balanced core, is your pelvis dripping to the right? Can you press the right hip bone up as you press the big toe mount ball of your right foot up? Keep your pelvis level as you drift your right leg to the left ever so slightly. Pop your left heel up, tippy toes. Hook your right leg once or twice, eagle bridge. Stamp your left heel down, press your right hip bone up, and breathe. Unwind your legs. Lower your right foot. Wiggle it a hair to the middle, stay in bridge. Lift your left knee. Straighten your left leg. Is your pelvis dropping to one side? If you had a marble on your lap, would it spill to one side? Maybe it would just spill down to your belly button. But level your hips. Take your leg to the right. Tiptoe your right heel up. Eagle bridge. Hook once or twice. Stamp your right heel back down. Level your pelvis. Unwind your leg. Bring it back up. Bring it down. Release your hands. Roll down into a little puddle here. Arms overhead. And exhale. Relax. Goalpost your arms. Right ankle across left thigh. Figure 4. Press your right ankle forward. Gather your left leg in. Keep pressing your right ankle forward. You can hold the thigh, the calf, or the foot as you straighten your left leg. Press your right ankle into your left thigh. Deepen and widen your breath. Lean into your back body, the sacrum, like you're leaning against the trunk of a tree. Lean into your shoulder blades, lean into the back of your brain. Keep this shape. Let go of your left foot, goalpost your arms. Bend your left knee. Keep your left leg basically where it was, just bend your knee so now your left shin is parallel to the ceiling. Now, the first step is to plug the back bottom band of your ribs firm to the mat. And now you're going to point your left toes and lower toe ball heel without back bending. Keep the back bottom band of the ribs to the ground. And then push off heel ball toe to where you were, like you're jumping in slow motion. You're going to find your deep transverse abdominis for 5. Toe ball heel, heel ball toe. 4, toe ball heel. Back bottom band of the ribs to the ground, heel ball toe, 3. Keep this going for 2. You're pressing the right ankle forward and the left thigh in. 2. Toe ball heel, heel ball toe, 1. And then lower the left foot and keep it there. Let this whole shape fall to the left. Find a slight tuck of your tailbone and then reach out for your right arm and look out over it. And twist. One more. Back to the center, switch. Goalpost your arms, feet down, left ankle across right thigh. Press your ankle into your thigh. Gather up your right leg, pull it in. Straighten your right leg. You can hold the thigh, the calf, or the foot. Lean into your back body. Press your left ankle into your right thigh. Back of the brain, shoulder blades, sacrum, lean in. Moving away from the front body, the doing mode, the active mode, the to-do list. And into the back of the body, a few more breaths. When you're ready, let go of that foot or leg and bring your arms into goalpost. Bend your right knee so your right shin is parallel to the ceiling. Tack the back bottom band of your ribs down so there's no back bend happening. This is for your core. Lower toe ball heel of the right foot. Press ankle and thigh against one another and press up heel ball toe. 5. Toe ball heel without letting the back ribs lift. 4. 3. It's like you're jumping but in really slow motion. And you're going to feel the trampoline of your pelvic floor and your deep core. This is an amazing postpartum for the new mamas in the Zoom room. Last one. Foot down, let the shape fall to the right. Slight scoop of the tailbone, reach out, look out over your left arm. Breathe. Let's bring it into the center. Hug your arms around your legs. You can grab your shins or hug around and press out into your arms. So you're abducting, you're pressing your legs out, out, out like you're trying to break free. There's a little energy in the outer hips as you do this. Hold and press out, resist the hug of your arms for 3, 2, 1. Shavasana, release all effort, let it all go, let it all drop. Make any little adjustments you need to get super cozy. Adjust the lighting, grab your eye pillow, whatever you need. Imagine we could all use a little more time here. Midsummer, strong, fiery flow. So if you have the time, stay, but it is that time. So begin to deepen your breath if you're ready to come out of Shavasana. Bring your feet to the ground. Reach your right arm overhead and roll onto your right side for a moment. Oh, if you peeked, I have a little picture on the Zoom screen that I'll talk about at the very end, if you saw. Okay, and then come on up to any seated pose, whatever feels good. Gather your palms to your heart in prayer. And with a tall spine and an open heart, we'll seal it all with the sound of Om. Deep inhale. Out in, head to heart. Humble the head to the heart. And when you're ready, release your hands, open up your eyes. Thank you, thank you. I have this picture of a beautiful pose on the screen. And what I wanted to show in this picture, because he's so muscly, you can see it, is he's in the bottom of the fold. You know how we talked about like the back bend of the fold and then the true hang, and then when you press all the breath out and you get that extra contraction of your core to pull your front body, your torso to your legs, that's what he's doing. And you can see all of his core muscles, like they're working in the fold. You can see he's at the bottom of the exhale and his core is working to bring him in. He's not just sinking into his hamstrings, he's using his core. To pull himself into the legs. So that's that compression core that we'll keep playing with. But I think it's a really inspiring image to connect into the body since you can see everything on him. Yeah, cool.
That's light bulb went off, or went on, rather.
What was that, Mike?
that's when the light bulb went on. When you had basically described that, and that's why I put the message in the chat.
Yeah, game changer.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna help so many other poses, Mike. You're gonna have light bulbs going off in all sorts of poses now, I think, because they're all connected to that pattern.
Getting the right words to the right pose, and there it was.
Awesome. Oh, yay! Awesome. That's great. Thanks, Joanne. Bye, Francine. Bye, Mike, Michelle, Anne in the sunshine. You're golden and glowing. Enjoy it. Bye, Jenny. Be well.